I realised there were some students who in class were very verbally competent, they were insightful, but as soon as they had to start writing, it was something got lost. And I wanted these students to be able to shine because they knew their stuff, but in a way other than writing essays. Negotiated assessment is a technique by which students, as a group, as a class in our case, we decide what our assessment tasks will be.
Well, Katherine put it to us that we had to design our own assessment task.
She actually had us thinking about it, and it was something completely new.
You're learning how to apply the knowledge that you've researched.
And we literally sat down, we had them in table groups, we used the whiteboards, we talked about what certain groups would do, and then we brought it together as one whole.
So everyone got input, it wasn't just from our lecturer deciding how she was going to mark it.
And out of that one whole, we came up with about 7 ideas of what the students wanted to do. There were essays, there were brochures looking at the over-the-counter things we've done. We also had things like videos.
There were options to do pamphlets, models.
So if someone had an area of passion, where they wanted to follow an area of passion, they were able to follow that area.
The way she came across, she was very professional about it. She said, do it however you feel you want to do. What do you think you're going to be good at? She gave me that and I said, oh, what if I do a business plan? She goes, if you feel you can do a business plan, do a business plan. Structure it out, showed her my ideas. She's like, you're doing well, keep going with it.
And I think Claire was probably one of the main inspirations for it.
I kind of wanted to do a model from the start. I was the one putting up my hand going, yeah, put me on the board, I want to do a model.
Claire is going to make a lovely pharmacist. She understands the issues, the social issues associated with health really well. But like many kids, when she writes, she gets a bit of a writer's block.
It was certainly more motivating to be able to come up with my own assessment task and be able to design a model. It was easier for researching and stuff because I actually wanted to research it.
And you know, it's not just making a model, it's actually going back and justifying against the pharmacy board rules why she's made certain decisions in her design.
Well, the S8 medications have to be kept in the safe. But where am I going to put the safe? It needs to be out of sight, all those kinds of things. Like, lots of things come into play.
And this taught her so much. She was so excited again by it.
Doing a model pharmacy, I think I did better than I would have if I'd done a traditional type of essay. I was able to sort of relate more to it and do something I was good at.
She's absolutely blossomed doing this type of assessment. It's been good for kids like her. Negotiated assessment's great because it allows the students to actually focus on their strengths rather than exposing their weaknesses through writing.
Some people are really good writers, some people are really good presenters. So for people that are not so good writers, you can go on and do whatever sort of presentation you want and work on your strength and then gain marks in what you're good at.
For me, video making has always been my passion. I've been making videos since a little kid really. So when I found out, it's on there, I can make a video, and Katherine gave it all go. I was over the moon really.
So why I chose the virtual tour is it's something that I could use my strengths in. People that do essays, they do it by choice. So that's their area, that's their expertise, but that's not my expertise.
Well, Matthew with his computer-generated CAD pharmacy, he came up and showed that to me and he was so proud. He sat with me for 10 minutes and walked me through the whole fly-through, explained his rationale, explained his business plan. I have never seen him so excited about anything.
What she actually gave me is she gave me the ability to go out and look for other ways and other things that I can do.
They learn the same things, they just learn them in different ways and they present that knowledge in different ways. Will has been a bit of a student in the middle. I was so blown away by this video he did and the time he took to draw every figure and then narrate it.
I got my inspiration from those YouTube videos where YouTube personalities would sit down on with a blank canvas and then record themselves drawing out and explaining as they go.
And the fact that he'd gone to so much effort, I was just so blown away with it.
I took the highest mark in the grade. So I'm quite ecstatic that my hard work paid off.
Xavier and Kathy are really good students. Xavier's the head of the National Pharmacy Students Association, and they were really eager to get involved in this business plan.
We did the Pharmacy Guild of Australia's National Student Business Plan competition. It involves a long process, right through from the quarter-final round all the way through to the grand final, which we're doing in Canberra next month.
Xavier got involved in a way as highlighting the program and the work we were doing at RMIT. And so when they were doing the work, I actually suggested to them, would you like to do this as part of your assessment?
So we were actually really excited because we wanted to enter into this competition, and because now we could use the competition and use it as one of our assessments, it was a great opportunity.
So the fact that they could actually contribute to something outside of the walls of the uni and still get credit for it inside the uni has been, I think, really helpful for them. And now that they're in the grand final, they're going to go forward and get a whole different experience as well. A lot of the kids actually put a lot more work into their assessments than they would normally an essay. I think most academics are used to seeing the essay that was scribbled up through an all-nighter the night before, but the fact that they had so much ownership in it means that they really put a lot of work into it.
With this assignment, because you got to do what you wanted, so in a way you're sort of doing your assignment, but you're not worried about how much time's gone past.
I just kept changing it, kept moving it, kept trying to remodel it and make it better.
It takes hard work, and because you're passionate about it, you're motivated to do it.
Halfway through the model, I was like, oh, maybe I should have done an essay because it was taking so much time and work. But I was very happy with my model, and when it was finished, I was kind of sad to hand it in.
They haven't not done an assessment. They've shown what they need to show, but it's doing it in a different way. When I started, I thought students will produce something. And the extent to what they went to produce it was the biggest surprise for me, and it was the nicest surprise for me. So the fact that they learnt skills to do websites, and that never crossed my mind as something to do. The fact that I had enough scope within the situation to actually allow them to do the stuff and explore the areas they were interested in was really powerful. A student who you know, over several semesters had only ever got 50s was suddenly getting distinctions and HDs. And just to see the joy on their faces, to see that, oh my God, I've got my first HD, was really, really lovely. And they'd done the work and they just deserved it.
It was something I enjoyed personally, and it was a good direction for Katherine to take.
Quite honestly, I didn't expect to be able to design our own assessment task, but it was good.
I mean, it gives you a lot more opportunity, a lot more flexibility, and you're actually doing something that you want to do.
Learning is a journey, and you can't force learning into someone's mind, really. They really have to incorporate it in themselves. They have to find ways to remember it.
Hi, my name's Claire.
My name's William Lee.
My name is Xavier.
My name is Kathy.
My name's Matt Salim.
And I'm studying pharmacy at RMIT.